it sort of creeps in, I think. You go carrying on with your daily life, the juggling of family life, going to work.
I think we were quite young. We were 30 or 27 actually at the time, and I think for me, I probably didn't realise I was sort of caring for somebody.
There's not really been a definitive point when I feel I've gone from not being a carer to being a carer. I just think it's something that I've grown into. I think I'm just a supportive person.
The home life and working life balance was becoming more and more difficult, and having that honest acknowledgement with myself.
My daughter was diagnosed with borderline personality disorder. The home treatment team came in, which is a crisis team, and I cared for her 24/7.
Just being honest with the person that you don't know a lot about what they're going through, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you don't care, and you don't have to know everything. And the experience might be new for you and for the person you're caring for. It's a journey that you're going to take together, and you both make mistakes and you both learn along the way.
We had a bit of where I became more of a professional and a nurse, and the balance of our relationship changed quite significantly. And I sort of had the thought that I had to be, a nurse for my wife, as opposed to being the husband and friend and supporter.
My life has changed very much so. I don't go to work. It became more difficult to hold. I had a career break. I was able to go back to work for a while, but caring for the person that I care for, it wasn't possible to sustain that. I had another break, and eventually it just became clear that I couldn't go back to work.
It has had a marked impact over the years. I think in terms of the stress and the anxiety, particularly when my wife's gone into hospital. I feel sort of quite a lot of guilt and blame, and you've tried to do everything that you can.
Eventually I was signposted to a carers support group, and that was just like a lifesaver for me, because up until that point I knew I wasn't the only person experiencing what was happening to us as a family, but to go to the group and talk to people that were experiencing the same things that I was experiencing was such a comfort.
Periodically, I'll take myself to counselling sessions for some support, time-outs. That space is very useful. Have a dog, she demands, whatever the weather, daily exercise. And a weekly important thing for me is singing. I sing with a group of lovely women. It's very resourcing and therapeutic for me.
We broke the days down to hours, and when hours were accomplished we broke down to weeks, months, until we were on the point of recovery.
Until that person is ready to make those steps for accepting help. One can run around and reach out, shout and scream for whatever help. But if the barriers have gone up by the person you care for, that makes it very difficult.
There's going to be times when you want to help that person, but at that time they might not want you there, and it's just recognising that and not taking it personally.
Be sort of really clear about what your role is, and getting back to actually why you were together, and actually what it is about you as a relationship that's helpful, and not to become that professional or that nurse with the medication or whatever it might be.
Especially at times where perhaps you're feeling judgmental, critical about yourself, or finding that from other people. Take time to be compassionate to yourself. We're not perfect. We're just doing our best.